there are kids in the classroom that get picked on, teased, and about anything you can think of during the day. There are ways to prevent these types of things. Are you willing enough to help these types of students? One way to address these types of issues and bullying problems we have is to put cameras in the classroom. Now, we should have cameras in the classroom to provide extra security for our students and teachers. I will be talking about how cameras in every classroom would be beneficial, the ways to get rid of these problems like bullying, kids and teachers slacking off, is what I'll be talking about. So, 1, kids tend to get bullied in school and in the classroom all the time without teachers seeing this. Now, it's not the teacher's fault, it's just they can't keep an eye on every single student, and things get out of hand. If we get cameras in the classroom, then we can go look at the footage and see if who is bullying who or what. Then someone can talk to these kids before the situation escalates and gets out of hand. If they did get the cameras, this could prevent other situations from happening in the future. Now that I have talked about kids getting bullied, and if we have cameras in the classroom to stop it, I'll now talk about how students and teachers can stay on track during school. Teachers and students have been known for slacking off in the classroom, not necessarily our school, but there have been cases of it. If we get cameras in the classroom, we can see who's been lazy and slacking off and things like this. It is not necessarily, like I said, it's not necessarily our school that has been known for slacking off, but it would make the students and teachers think about not working as hard and things like that, and keep the teachers, students, and staff on task. Now that I've talked about the students and teachers slacking off during school and how we can prevent that, I'll be talking about other ways we can use the cameras in good ways. Now, if we got cameras at conferences, we could show exactly how our students have been acting good or bad in the classroom by pulling up some footage and just showing parents. Another way we could use the school board, the school cameras, is if we could get them for school board meetings. If we need a good example, we could bring it up in a PowerPoint and show the board members how well the cameras are being used and things like that. And if we ever needed to see something on the cameras, we have evidence there. If we did get them, better safe than sorry in most cases. So now that I've talked about that, I went and talked to a couple different teachers and parents. I asked a teacher what are her thoughts on the cameras in every classroom, and she said she does not like the idea. It's scary to think that we can live in an era that it is possible that cameras would not help. She doesn't think that they would be worth the cost to install, replace, and maintain them. And then I asked her if we had to get cameras, where she thought they should go, because not everyone's going to want the cameras and things like that. She said more in the hallways, more on the outside of the building, and entrances of gym locker rooms, so that way we could see who's going in and out. Now, I can see her point on this, and everyone has their own thoughts and opinions. So we need a majority of the count, and she obviously would be on the board, but it's always nice to have feedback. And then I talked to a few parents, and they thought it was a good idea because they'd like to see how the classroom behavior and activity has been, and they would like to see maybe their students being pushed a little more. So once I got done talking to parents and things, we have a thing on our computers. Every kid in the school has one. Their parents can go on and check their accounts and see how much time they are doing on what, like playing games and things like this. If we had the cameras, we could have maybe parents tap in at home, or if they're at work and they just want to check on their kids at school, they could go through a live feed of the cameras at school, and they could see how well we were behaving during that time. you have that, that'd be really nice. So throughout the speech, I've told you that cameras can prevent bullying, slacking off from students and teachers in the classroom, and it'd be beneficial to students and teachers and staff members.